British ministers rally around Foreign Secretary Johnson over Iran. London. Reuters. British ministers rallied around Boris Johnson on Sunday, saying the Foreign Secretary was doing a great and had no reason to resign over remarks that critics say may prompt Iran to extend the jail sentence of a jailed aid worker. The coordinated defense is part of attempts to shore up the government of Prime Minister Theresa May, weakened by a series of scandals and gaffes involving her top team of ministers as she negotiates Britain's departure from the European Union. The leader of Britain's main opposition Labour Party, Jeremy Corbyn, called on May to sack Johnson, writing in the Observer newspaper on Sunday that "We've put up with him embarrassing and undermining our country through his incompetence for long enough. It's time for Boris Johnson to go." Corbyn, and London Mayor Sadiq Khan, also a Labour member, said Johnson had offended several countries and religions before bungling the case of Iranian-British hay worker Nazanin Zaghari Ratcliffe, in prison after being convicted of plotting to overthrow Iran's clerical establishment. But two of his allies, Brexit Minister David Davis and Environment Minister Michael Gove, defended Johnson, who last week said he could have been clearer in his remark that Zaghari Ratcliffe had been teaching people journalism before her arrest in April 2016. Zaghari Ratcliffe's employer, the Thomson Reuters Foundation, a charity organization, said Johnson's comment made on November 1 was incorrect, while opposition British lawmakers said the remarks could land the aid worker a longer term in jail. The Thomson Reuters Foundation is independent of Thomson Reuters and operates independently of Reuters News. "Why would you want to sack him? He's a good foreign secretary," Davis told Sky News. Gove urged critics to stop focusing on Johnson's role in the case and instead to question the motivation of what he called the Iranian regime in jailing Zaghari Ratcliffe. "There is no reason, no excuse and no justification for her detention, and she should be released," he told the BBC's Andrew Mayor's show. The show of support from Brexit campaigners for Johnson shows the difficulties May faces in keeping her cabinet unified on a range of issues. She lost two of her ministers in a week. Michael Fallon quit as defense minister in a growing sexual harassment scandal, and then Priti Patel was forced out of her job as a minister over undisclosed meetings with Israeli officials. 40 members of the Conservative Party have agreed to sign a letter of no confidence in the Prime Minister's, 8 short of the number needed to trigger the leadership contest, the Sunday Times newspaper reported. Fusion Media or anyone involved with Fusion Media will not accept any liability for loss or damage as a result of reliance on the information, including data, quotes, charts and buy/sell signals contained within this website. Please be fully informed regarding the risks and costs associated with trading the financial markets. It is one of the riskiest investment forms possible.